All right, Nigerians, wherever you are hearing the sound of my voice, all across Africa, Asia, America, and here in the city of Ota, is your program, your favorite program, Youtocracy with Dominion.O.Vincent. Here at Living Proof Radio, situated here in the city of Ota. It's your number one radio, and I tell you, if you don't have the app right now on your phone, you are missing a whole lot. So I encourage you to get the app from Google Play Store and begin to enjoy this wonderful radio. Stay tuned, I'll be right back.
Your voice.
All right, still your number one radio, Living Proof Radio, situated here in the city of Ota. It's your number one program, Youtocracy with Dominion.O.Vincent, a program that is intended to discourage political apathy among Nigerian youth, to encourage and promote the political aspirations of Nigerian youth. The greatness of Nigeria, the very good Nigeria we all desire, we all crave for, lies within each and every one of us. Do not forget that every one of us, Nigerian, is a piece of this great nation. This is why we should individually accept this collective responsibility, this inevitable collective responsibility, because we all are caught up in this mutuality, and that everything you do has a national consequence. What is your dream? What is your aspiration? If we can dream a great and prosperous Nigeria and we work towards it, I tell you we can achieve it. The great nation lies in the images we can form from our imagination. If we can imagine it, we can actually have it. Nigeria belongs to each and every one of us, and all of you Nigerian youth, it's time to take this responsibility that belongs to us. I mean, the leadership of our fatherland. Today's topic is quite interesting, and it says, if I were the president, if I were the president. Opinion is personal, comment is free, and but truth is sacred, fact is evidential. Everyone will have one or two things to say. For me, for you, it might not be the same. If you were the president, what would you do for Nigerians? What would you do for this great nation? Of course, I have a guest in the house. I have a young political aspirant, a very young man who is politically active. He has a lot to share with us today. If he were president, or if he's given the privilege to be the president of Nigeria, what would he do? Please stay tuned and enjoy this wonderful moment. It's going to be very, very interesting. I'll be right back after this break. All right, like I said, every good Nigerian, every citizen of Nigeria as a youth, if you want to really make a change, it begins with your dream. It begins with your vision. When we stop dreaming, we start dying. It is actually dreams. It's actually vision that makes us to always be alive, to come alive. And you are not too young to dream of becoming the leader of this great nation. And I always say that if you feel that you are too young to dream, to aspire for a political post, then you are equally too young or too small to complain when anything goes wrong. So if you can complain, then you should be able to lead also. And today's topic, like I said, is interesting. And before we go into it quickly, I'd like to share this with you that personally, if I am given the privilege to be the president of Nigeria, my first priority would be the security of this great country, the security of the lives and properties of the people of Nigeria. Because the first fundamental law of nature is to seek peace and follow it. This security will extend to the protection and appreciation of the individual energy, genius, and every single Nigerian. I will make an effort to enforce laws that will protect the dignity and freedom of every Nigerian. I will make peaceful coexistence the highest aspiration of every Nigerian. Because nothing can move or nothing can work where there is no peace or security. The best way to handle terrorism or violence is to invest in the proper investigation of the root cause of those internal differences and disagreements or conflicts from which terrorism or violence emanates. I will ensure through settlement of these disputes, strengthen internal unity, because one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. Yes, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. And it is not a surprise that the so-called terrorists actually live within us. They live among us. They are in our midst. They are out there to agitate for a particular difference or dispute, or so to say. So we have to look into the society and see and try to find out what are the root causes of these differences, and how we can settle these disputes, how we can make every Nigerian to feel like a Nigerian, to have a sense of belonging. I'm a citizen of this great nation. That way, I believe we can handle terrorism and all these social vices. And I am not alone in the studio today. Like I told you, we have a guest, a young political aspirant, and he's going to be sharing a lot with us also. He has so many things to say, and I'd like us to hear from our guest after this break. Welcome back. We have Mr. Alabi Israel Remelekun. Alabi Israel Remelekun is with me in the studio, and he's going to be speaking for himself. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
And who is Alabi Israel Remelekun? For the benefits of our listeners at home, I'd like to hear from you. Who is Alabi Remelekun?
I'm privileged to be called Alabi Israel Remilekun, also known as PDP, Policy Determine Productivity.
What did he say?
PDP, Policy Determine Productivity.
Is that your nickname?
Yes, that's my nickname.
Policy
Determine
Productivity.
Yeah.
Okay. Please, how old are you?
I'm 26 years.
Wow. Go ahead.
I'm currently a student of Kwara State Polytechnic, studying public administration. Then I'm from Kwara State, Okero local government precisely.
Wow, interesting. So, Mr. Alabi Remilekun, it's quite interesting having you in the studio today. A lot of Nigerian youth out there, they are waiting to hear from you, to hear you share with us. Already you know the topic we have here. If
Yes.
you were the president, I'll quickly rush down to this question, so so you can share one or two things with us. If given a society like Nigeria, a plural society like Nigeria, where we have so many issues, a country with about 923,768 square kilometer as landmass, and with over around 774 local governments, with almost 500 different languages, and you are made the president of such a big country, where we have challenges ranging from education to security, health, rule of law, human rights, and corruption.
Okay.
So, tell me, what would you do?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. As I said earlier, due to the situation of the country, the first thing I will think to handle is the security, because the protection of life and property of every individual in this country is very vital. The protection of life and property of every individual in this country is very important. Secondly, the educational sector will also be considered, because I realized some things about some students, especially the secondary school students writing the West African Examination Council. Some students will pass, some students will fail. What's the causes? Is it the teachers are not working well? Then also we need to empower the teachers. Thirdly, I will have to deals with construction and maintenance of good roads, because it's really affecting us in this country. And lastly, I would think the National Youth Service Corps, which every graduate, BSc, HND holders engage themselves with, I think I will make it to be a full year of entrepreneurship skill acquisition.
Instead of going to serve
Yes.
in one part of the country for
Yeah,
a year.
yeah, it's going to
Wow,
be
wow.
an entrepreneurship skill acquisition in which the federal government will be in charge.
Wow.
And after the end of the program, there won't be anything like monthly alawi. After the end of the program, the government will empower each individual with some certain amount of money to commence their business, instead of looking for a white collar job.
Wow, wow, wow. Mr. Remile Kunda, that's interesting. We'll see continue on the program after this break. Continue the program after the break. It's quite interesting. Welcome back. Okay. For our listeners at home, wherever you are listening from, you can call the following numbers to be part of this program: 09071232291. I take that again: 09071232291, or you call 09060753779. That's for the WhatsApp. You can contribute on WhatsApp. With this number 09060753770, 09060733770, or you call 09071232291. Please be part of this program. We have in the house Remile Kun Israel, and he's been wonderful. It's been a wonderful moment sharing a lot with us. All right, sir. I'd like to ask you this important question. What leadership position have you ever had in your life that you think from there you've acquired some skills or experience that will be relevant in Nigerian political system?
Actually, the church I attend, I was privileged to be one of the youth coordinator at one of our branch.
Okay.
And back then, while I was the youth coordinator, then I was able to carry everybody along.
Okay.
Transparency, it matters a lot.
Wow.
Transparency, accountability, and equity is very, very important.
Okay.
Every individual will all have equal rights in this country, so it's very important. These three things, I think, is one of the major things I've been able to do, and it's really helped me.
Equity, accountability, transparency, those are very, very sensitive factor there. Okay. Can you tell us what's your discipline? What discipline do you belong, and how do you think that will be relevant to your political aspiration?
Okay, actually, I'm an entrepreneur and I'm also into construction. As I said earlier, it's really gonna help, because, as I said earlier, I made mention of construction and maintenance of roads, good roads, and other things like that. With my little experience in my field of study, I think doing this, executing my view regarding the construction, it won't be difficult, because no one will need to deceive me regarding this aspect, because I know in and out of everything.
Wow, interesting. Okay. How much effort have you actually put in place to create awareness about Youtocracy, this very program, and of course this particular a radio station that has made this opportunity available for Nigerian youths. What awareness have you created so far to get them informed about this radio station and particularly this program, Youtocracy?
Wow, I've been able to put more efforts regarding this program, informing my colleagues in school, as I said earlier, my colleagues, my classmates, and some of my friends that were in the same department and those who were not in the same department. They are aware of this program, and most of them are also political aspirants regarding the situation of the country. They are ready to change this country because we are ready to work things out so that the labor of our heroes past will not be in vain.
Will not be in vain. That's interesting. That's interesting. All right. So what's your highest political aspiration, or yeah, your highest political aspiration?
Wow. My political highest aspiration for this country is to become the president of this country.
To become the president of this country.
Yes.
Wow. Do you think starting with president, being president is the right thing? Don't you think it is important to start from the grassroots? Like first of all, you need to be known and relevant in your local government, like in your constituency. Then we talk about your local government, your state. Don't you think about that?
Yeah. As I said earlier, I said my highest aspiration.
Okay.
I have to start from the grassroots.
Okay.
So, which is from the local government. From the local government, proceed to the House of Representative and House of Representative from the
Okay.
state. Then from the state, move to become the governor. Then from there, move forward. Just like the past president did. His
Okay.
Excellency Goodluck Jonathan.
Okay.
According to his history. So I'm
Okay.
curious about that.
Okay. That's
To go,
interesting.
not just to jump to the no, I can't just move
Mm.
to the highest stuff like that.
Mm.
I have to start from the
You have to
grassroots.
start. So see, you said something earlier that if you are you're going to work towards security to ensure that there is maximum security for Nigerians.
Yeah.
Because where there is no security, nothing can actually work.
Yeah.
So looking at Nigeria today, you see a lot of things. How do you intend to achieve security, a successful security system where every life will be protected, properties will be secured? How do you intend to achieve that?
Thank you very much. The first thing I need to do is regarding the armed forces,
Okay.
provide good accommodation for them, give them some wages or salary which will be sufficient for them. Because I noticed one thing, bribery is being rampant in this country, and I can see it as a result of not being paid very well, not being catered for. So the first thing I need to do is to care for them, provide the social amenities for them. By this, I think the rates of bribery and corruption will be subsidized.
Wow.
And also the issue of state police, which they are deliberating on, it will be approved. In fact, not only state police, the local government's police force, I will also establish that, whereby each street will have their own security personnel, whereby they will know who and who stays in a particular street.
That's interesting. Looking at education, for me, I feel that the issue of education or employment or non-employment is has to do with employability and employment. Well, I've been thinking about something I want to share with you. I want to hear your view on this. I'm looking at a situation whereby we can have our academic curriculum prepared with working with these industries that employ these our youths, working with them so that we will come together to prepare the academic curriculum. Because take for instance in the banking sector, if you get as a graduate, you get to the banking sector to work, they will take you through another like almost 10 weeks of training before you can fit in to the system. So why not we work with them to prepare the academic curriculum so that they can be readily available to get jobs? What do you have to say about that?
Sir, honestly, you are right with that. But the journey of 1,000 miles begin with a step. What we need to do is this: make some findings, make some research about it, then we work towards that. And also, it's not everybody, like I said earlier, regarding the NYSC, okay, it's not everybody that will need to look for a white collar job. But with that aspect, with your view regarding that, it helps a lot.
Wow. Thank you very much, wonderful brother, Mr. Labi Israel Remelekun. It's been a wonderful time with you in the studio. As we'll be wrapping it up on today's program, I still want to tell you, get the app Living Proof Radio from Google Play Store. And then for advert and sponsorship, you can call the following number: 09070 pardon 07061978381. 07061978381. I take that again: 07061978381 for sponsorship and advertisement on this program, or to sponsor the very program. You can call those numbers. I want to tell you, Nigerian youth, that it is our responsibility to make this great nation a better place for ourselves and for the future generation. And to wrap it up on this program today, I want to say the following: that Nigeria's greatest asset is not the mineral resources, but the people. And this nation will only fulfill her true potential or purpose if leadership is committed to the highest advantage of the masses. Youtocracy is of the belief that if Nigeria must rise above all her political, economic, social, and educational holocausts, this nation must begin to pay a very serious attention to the freedom, security, and human dignity of every Nigerian. When every citizen of Nigeria can see and truly feel that they are valued and they are respected and their life is secure, I tell you, they will be more than willing to lay down their life, to sacrifice their time for the betterment of Nigeria. They will be more than willing to labor with their strength, tears, sweat, and life for the progress and peace of Nigeria. Join us again on this program every Tuesday, 1 p.m. Special thanks to our executive producer, our daddy, Dr. Olukilede, and of course to the radio crew, my wonderful brother and person in the studio, in the engine room. God bless you, sir, for making it time with us today. I appreciate the manager, Ronye. God bless you, man, for making it time, making it possible for us to have this program come up again today. I want to appreciate every one of us who have made this program a success today. I appreciate our guest, Alabi Israel Remilekun. Thank you for being with us on the studio.
Thank you very much.
We do hope to have you every time when we call on you.
No problem.
Please, what's your last word for our guests, our listeners?
My last word for this hour is this: every youth should be political conscious and be political curious to change and to rule this country.
Wow. Every citizen, every youth of Nigeria should be politically conscious. You must belong and be desirous to rule Nigeria. See you same time, same station, next week Tuesday. I remain your brother, your friend, and your presenter, Dominion.O.Vincent. Bye.